You hear stories of students in Korea taking on credit card debt in order to purchase Bitcoin.
Margin debt for Bitcoin.
Sure, that's crazy, right? So what we have here in Taiwan is an attenuated or a safer version of that, where our exchanges do not offer any sort of margin trading and credit extension.
So what would you like Taiwan to be? A Bitcoin trading hub, mining hub, exchange, with what level of regulation?
Well, this sort of awkward position that Taiwan finds itself in this world is not unlike the awkward position that Bitcoin finds itself in the regulatory or in the established banking world. I would like for there to be a wholesale embrace of this undetermined status and see that there's a strong consonance with the way that cryptocurrency, crypto assets, and this whole blockchain development views the world. I'd like Taiwan to be known as the ROC, except this time around it's the Republic of Cryptography, because that sort of ethos pervades so deeply here. Taiwan, as a small player on the world stage, should embrace this philosophy of using cryptography to protect, to preserve the freedoms of the weak, and put the onus on the stronger players, on the incumbents of the world, to say, why should not the world operate in this fashion?
But there can be fraud.
Absolutely. What happened on the mainland was too much too soon, and it violated that fundamental tenet of do no harm. So investors in ICOs were getting defrauded last year. There was a lot of gray area or even illicit activity using cryptocurrencies. And so it's understandable why the mainland authorities clamped down as hard as they did. Here in Taiwan, things are a bit slower, you can say, but in a way safer as well. There's less scope for massive defrauding of the consumer.
How do you see the regulatory framework right now for MaiCoin and what you do? Basically a broker, right?
Yes.
You establish bid and ask prices,
right,
and you open up wallets for customers and they can exchange, right?
It's a privilege, not a right, but they can exchange their government fiat money, the Taiwan dollar, for digital assets like Bitcoin. And indeed, they can actually go to convenience stores and buy digital assets.
So the regulatory framework right now is conducive?
Yes, it's a friendly one. And especially as of December 29th of last year, with the passage of this regulatory sandbox law, we now have a new playground. No guarantees in this world, but what I see as hopeful signs is the Congress or the lawmakers who are advocates of the sandbox and for innovation within the sandbox tend to come from the younger generations.